Good old days, swords, they would be finished in one day. They are using technology to kill children, drones. They are using sophisticated weaponry, intelligence to blow up pages. Even if you are standing in a supermarket, they don't care. They will use the technology to kill you, maim you, destroy you. Where are the Muslims? We don't even have one car. Tell me one car that the Muslims have engineered. Tell me one car. BMW? Mercedes? Nothing. Everything, non-Muslim, non-Muslim. What about us Muslims? We are this good at holding boxing matches. Come to Riyadh and watch boxing. Astaghfirullah. Let us come back to how Islam was strong by becoming academic, intellectual, learning, developing, and then you will see the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should read 5 minutes about this book. I spent 2 years writing this book. 15 chapters, 250 pages with references. And because I study, I have 2 master's degrees, naturally research comes natural to me. And I became interested in social media in 2015-16 when the social scientists were saying it was a ticking time bomb. So I would do so many talks across the country, Manchester, Bradford, Leicester, about smartphone addiction, social media addiction. And then I said, this is not enough. I need to write a book. I need to give this knowledge to the next generation who are struggling, so I can say on the Day of Judgment, Ya Allah, I tried my best. I gave them something. So this is my contribution, and I know people there can do better than this, and I want you to write more about these things. I want you to implement these things, because wallahi Muslims, we are not sheep. We are leaders. We are supposed to be ahead of everyone. Like the Muslims, we used to rule the world. We were the top scientists, astronomers, economically, politically, militarily. Islam was at the peak. We degenerated because of ourselves. We choose to be second class. Rather, we should be first class. Instagram, same. Twitter, same. Any useless chat. And I feel that I can say these things. You know why? Because I don't have a Twitter. I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok. I don't have nothing. Alhamdulillah. So I feel that I can speak on this issue without sounding hypocritical. Yes, in other areas I am weak. Allah knows. Kullu bani Adam khata'un. We all make mistakes. I am not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But on social media, I feel I can walk the walk. I have no Snapchat, no Twitter account, no Instagram, and I have a very basic Facebook. So my advice is you can download an app, give the password to your family. Don't you have the password, because when you want to go on and increase it from 30 minutes, the shaitan will say, okay, why don't you increase 30 minutes to 1 hour, 2 hours? You will always want to override the lock that you have. Give it to your wife. Give it to somebody you trust. That's the first thing. Put that on. Second is find something to do that will preoccupy your time. Brothers, we have so much talent here as Muslims. We have so much talent here. You could do a course, you could memorize the Quran, you could do anything. Use that time now to do something and put it in your jadwal, in your schedule, that you are then busy. Because when you sit at home and you're like, oh, I don't want to do now, then shaitan will come and you will make you go mad. Busy your time. Busy your time. And the third is, take your family out, leave your phones in the car, and you will see you'll have a great day, especially if you go out into the gardens, the parks. Yeah? Don't go to the cities. Too much digital, everything, technology, no good for you. Why do you think the Anbiya used to go up into the mountains, they were shepherds? Why did they hated the shops and the aswaq and the bazaars. They didn't like that. They wanted to go up and they were shepherds and they used to hear, they used to smell the fresh air, look around at the jibal, look at the creation of Allah, give you time to tadabbur, tafakkur. If you go to Bullring Center, you will never realize what you're doing. You will never connect with Allah. Go out into the garden, the parks, spend time with your friends, your family. Another is to exercise. Because you will release natural endorphins. You are getting artificial from here. But if you want natural endorphins, you want to feel good, go for a walk for 1 hour. Speak with your friends, and you will feel really good. The final one is actually speak. Wallahi, we have lost the art of speaking. Allah created us. Obviously, this is not the term from an Islamic perspective, but the non-Muslims use this as a social scientist, and they go, human beings are social animals. We have been created to speak. How are you, sir? I am a good day. How's your day been? When you meet people, you don't start going, how you doing? You speak. But we have lost this. For thousands of years, we ask out each other, how are you? How's your day? Now there are 6 people sitting in a room. I feel sorry for the elders. Your grandparents, they're sitting in a room, in a house, and they want to be asked, grandfather, how are you? Everyone just walks past them. Bye, granddad. Okay, bye. And he's sitting there thinking, subhanAllah. I have a whole chapter here on how this affects your sleep. These phones here. As it gets darker, do you find also that in the winter you want to go to sleep at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening? Do you know why that happens? Because Allah has created a chemical in the brain, melatonin. When it gets dark, your body is ready to unwind and go to sleep. Electricity only came 200 years ago. Before that, thousands of years, Allah had this tarteeb. In the daytime, you go and earn ma'asha, you go and earn. At night time, ba'da isha, sleep time. Now, you go to bed with your best friend here, smartphone. Your melatonin increases, saying to you, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. But the blue light that you watch, it decreases your melatonin, the bright lights. So you find yourself tossing and turning in bed, and you went to bed at 10 in the evening, you find yourself 1 o'clock in the morning, unable to switch off. Even if you put the phone under the pillow, your brain is not switched off now. Your brain is processing what you just watched, what you just read. So that's another point I wanted to mention, sleep. And it's covered in this book as well. So now I want to quickly fast forward to some of the solutions. In this book, towards the end, I provide 10 solutions. From the 10 solutions, I just want to mention 2 or 3, then we will round up and finish the talk. One of the most important one is a concept called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means you are able to rewire the brain. We are creatures of habit. You do something for 1 month, 2 months, according to University of Central London, UCL. This will hardwire that habit into your brain, and it will be a habit for life. Very dangerous. It can be very good as well if you do something which is good. If you come to the masjid, first something in for Fajr, first week it will be very hard. Second week it will get easier. Third week a lot easier. Fourth week you have a habit for life. No salah. Instant gratification. This is what social media wants gives to you. Instant gratification. Take the risk. You could be driving a car, but you need to check your phone. You could be doing work, you know your boss is here, but who cares? I want to check my phone. Instant. You want it now. That was the first group. The second group, they thought they were clever. They waited for the door to close. They didn't know there was a hidden camera. They picked up a sweet and they licked it. Put it back. Who's going to know? They tried to be clever. The third group, minority, strong willpower. Some of them picked up the plate and put it away. Here's a plate of sweets, put it away. Out of sight, out of mind. If you don't have something to tempt you, how are you going to be tempted? Some of those people from that group, they didn't even bother touching it. They turned their face away and they waited like this. Now the experiment doesn't end here. He wanted to find out, based on their choices, those three groups, how did this affect them in their lives. So he followed them for 30 years. The first group, who wanted it now, and they ate it, said we don't care. They were very bad in school, in and out, expelled, didn't have any career, marriage, divorce, in and out of prison. They were not your ideal people. That was the first group, who wanted things now. The second group, who thought no one was looking and they had a sweet, they did well in life, but sometimes they fell foul of the law. They didn't pay tax, so they tried to do tax evasion, a bit fraudulent. The third group, who didn't even bother to touch, or they said, you know what, we're going to wait. They did well at school, they went up to university, had a great job, career, marriage, great family, everything was great. So do you think they spend their time on the phone? No. They are looking at new ways to control the human beings. And we unfortunately have become the guinea pigs. We are the sheep, we are the lab rats who are being experimented on. So how do they do this then? So how do they manipulate you, oh youngsters and my brother sitting here? How? The human condition is so easy to manipulate. You know, we all know the famous story when Adam was created, before the soul was placed in him, Shaitan went in from the ear, out the other side, up the nose, out the other. He said, this human being is weak. He can be easily manipulated. And this is the truth. The the Silicon Valley scientists know there is a part of the brain which is linked to dopamine. All of these games, Fortnite, smartphones, everything is linked to dopamine. It's a neurotransmitter, it's a chemical that keeps you in a state of heightened alert, waiting for a reward. The anticipation. So when you upload a post, you are waiting for the engagement. Once you get somebody saying, MashaAllah brother, nice picture, your brain is flooded with dopamine. You know what dopamine is? It's like a cocaine addict takes a drug, he feels good. Then he's looking for the next dopamine hit. He wants to stay high. And that's all we as consumers are doing. We are chasing the dopamine hit. They may be better than the individual because social media, remember, it's fake. It's not the real personality. Because when you meet a person who's an influencer in real life, very rarely are they able to converse properly. Everything is carefully crafted, polished version of them. Take one, take two, okay, let me make that YouTube video again. And they cut and paste it, and they make a video, they put it there, they say, wow, he speaks well, he's good. But when you meet them in real life, you realize he's the opposite. So our youngsters are measuring their personality against the other personality and they're saying, I am nothing. He wears the best clothes. My daddy doesn't spend on me. I feel weak. So automatically we start off life, instead of having energy, productivity, we start off life depressed. This is the first point.